Hey guys, it's me and welcome back. Right, you're probably all aware that in the last update we got all of the rest of the American light tanks. America! Anyway, so I really want the infamous T-49, otherwise known as the Derp Scout, so I am now working towards it and I'm going to keep a little diary of my progress. So for you guys that haven't started the line yet, to get to the T-39, T-49 even, T-39, T-49, that is at Tier 8, the Tier 8 American light tank. Basically, the start of the line comes from the Chaffee. And the Chaffee has always been in the American tech tree. And before, it used to get Tier 10 matchmaking. But now it's Tier 8. It's been reduced now. We have the Tier 8 T-49 in the game. So, it's never been a better time to play the Chaffee, because you can't see Tier 9 and 10s anymore unless you fail platoon. Yeah, so I don't know how people got on with this tank in Tier 10 matches. I've never played a Tier 10 match in this tank myself. Must have been pretty hard. Anyway, so when you've got good matchmaking, or you spy a lonely tank on your own, you can do some damage with this tank. But this is a Tier 8 game. There are quite a lot of enemy Tier 8 heavies and tank destroyers. So I'm going to sit in this bush. And note what I've done with my turret as well. I spoke about this the other day. The way the detected thing works in World of Tanks Xbox. If an enemy is lit up, you've spotted them, and you aim at them, they get the detected sign. But if you don't aim at them, and you just light them up, they won't get the detected sign until one of your friendlies aims at them. So it gives a couple of extra seconds for your team to get some shots in. Or if the enemies just really don't care, they just stay lit up, and you just let your team get you some assist points, which is what I'm doing now. Yeah, so the start of this game is going to be a little bit boring, to be honest, but if you haven't got the Chaffee yet, and if you're like me, you don't have a particularly skilled crew. I only have a 1 skill crew in this tank, which is 6th Sense, and I highly recommend you go for that one first. Yeah, if I had camouflage, green thumb, and all that sort of stuff, I would go a bit deeper, get some deeper spots, and also be more active and actually take some shots as well. Less chance of getting spotted when you've got all of those skills. But I'm stuck with a 1 skill crew, so I'll have to make do with 6th Sense. But it's a very powerful tool, so it's better than nothing. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend playing this tank with nothing, or any light tank, to be honest. If you're going to start a light tank line, I would try and get your first skill trained before you get to any of the light tanks that get scout matchmaking. If you don't know what scout matchmaking is, basically most of the light tanks in the game get scout matchmaking. They get matched up as a medium tank 1 tier higher. And some of the tanks even get screwed over even more, like the Chaffee used to be. It's a tier 5 tank, so it gets matched as a tier 6 medium, but it used to get into tier 10 games, and now it only gets into tier 8 games, so its matchmaking is back to standard scout matchmaking, and I'm quite pleased about that, to be honest. Although in a tier 10 game with this tank, if you've got a good team, the things you light up will get hit. But if you've got a bad team, you just light things up and you just sit there staring at them, basically. Yes, I'm quite pleased I have not had to experience Tier 10 Chaffee gameplay myself. Right, so a bit boring so far. Just sat in me bush. Not a lot going on, but we've picked up plenty of assist points so far. Yeah, I don't often do this. For you guys who watch a lot of my videos, you know I like to be pretty active in what I do. But with this matchmaking, I feel I'm doing the right thing for my tank at the minute, whilst there's still quite a lot of enemies left. Probably doing the best job I can from here. While it is boring though, we'll talk about my consumables. I did have this standard consumables on this thing, but I ditched the fire extinguisher for fuel. What I'd like you guys to tell me is if you've had the Chaffee or got the Chaffee, what supplies you went for, and if you felt the need to use fuel on this tank. Without the fuel, I just found it that little bit too slow and not manoeuvrable enough for circle strafing. So I ditched off the fire extinguisher and got fuel. My other thinking around that as well, it doesn't have a lot of hit points at Chaffee, so if you do take a hit, bearing in mind you will see tier 8s, which probably could one-shot you, but if you get hit by a smaller caliber weapon set on fire, if you were to put it out and got left on, I don't know, less than 100 hit points, I know you're still in the game, but you have little health left. So I think ditching off fire extinguisher for some fuel, I think I'm quite happy with my choice, to be honest, but please let me know what you guys do.
Target locked.
Right, so I've been in that bush for about 5 minutes and I've picked up almost 20 assist ribbons. Now the enemy's team's a bit short on numbers, I'm going to push in, try and get some damage done.
Target acquired. They found us. Target released.
Right, 6 cents gone off. I feel quite confident, but I can just have a poke here now.
Let's find another target.
The only real drama is going to be that Centurion 1.
Ammo up. Target released.
Right, so I'll load up some premium rounds. That is a Jagdpanther 2, and he's kind of angled, so my standard rounds
Penetration.
not going to be good enough there. And we set him on fire, and he burns out,
We got him.
and we kill a tier 8 tank destroyer. Happy days.
Target locked. The enemy knows our location.
Nice to finish off this tiger. Oh, don't know where that one went.
We just dinged them.
And he goes down.
Get them ready.
Right, so just 3 tanks left. I wonder where the enemy's light tank has been the whole game. I've not seen him so far.
Target
Possibly he's been doing the same thing I was doing at the start.
acquired. Enemy down. Well done.
There he is.
Target locked.
It's an AMX Chaffee, that's not a good thing.
Enemies looking right at us.
I've already taken a shot,
We've hit them hard.
so I know he's got at least five left in his clip. That's way more than enough to kill me. Come on team, give me a hand. Right, so I decide to go for it. I've got to get round his gun. Get round his gun and we finish him off.
Destroyed.
Yeah, things like AMX Chafees and 1375s, one of the worst things you can see in this tank. They only have to hit you a couple of times and you're out of it. Right, so 1 tank left, that's Centurion 1, but he's up on the hill.
They found us.
And he outspots me. That's not good.
Been detected.
Right, I'm just trying to be as cheeky as I can now, just to scrape a little bit more damage out of this game. Possibly pick up the assist points, although I don't think it's me spotting him at this point. Come on team, get up here.
Let's find another target.
Oh, sat there too long. Now I'm definitely a one-shot.
Ready to fire on target.
He's coming in, but I don't feel brave enough, and he gets taken down. Right, there we go. Did a little bit of damage there, couple of kills, and quite a lot of assist points, but we'll see in a minute how many assist points we actually did there. Right, so that's a tidy amount of experience. I don't think that's a double either. Not bad for a game in the Chaffee. Picked up 3 kills, 1,217 damage, which isn't a huge figure, but 4,000 assist points, and that's just with the use of binoculars and a nice bush, and trying to stay safe with the 6th sense, and that's how the Chaffee works, really. Right, there we go, guys. Just a quick game in the Chaffee. Next up will be the T-37, and I'll try and get a video out to you as soon as possible. Right, so like I said, please in the comments let me know what sort of consumables and equipment you use on your Chaffee, and whether you're actually looking to go to the Team of 49 yourself as well. I look forward to playing it. A light tank with a 152mm howitzer, that's basically perfection. Right, so please give the video a like if you did, please sub if you're not, and I will catch you on the next one. See you later!